Andrew Cross here with Andrew Buys Homes. So this house here has been, this last time it came on the market, I was just like, I am tired of it. We have owner financed this house 3 times. The first one we did, you guys got to really watch your owner finances and ones that you rent to, because they are, most of them just use your house as a tweaker house. They don't fix anything. You get the good ones and the bad ones. Unfortunately on this one, I got the bad ones. So my first owner finance on this one went really bad. They actually went and did something with the city. I don't exactly know what they did, but they got all the notices to go, instead of to my address, went to their address, which is the way you want your owner finances set up, is that you get all the notices, because there are a lot of them are just really trashy people. They're so trashy that no landlord wants them, so they have to pay a couple $1,000s to an owner finance person so they can trash your house out. So on this house, they were supposed to put a roof on it. They were supposed to put fix the exterior of it. They never fixed anything. Moved the fine over. I think by the time I finally caught it, it was about to go up for auction. And a lending company actually called me, because I had a loan on it, and said, hey, what's going on with this house? I go by here, there's 6 notices. I came in here and it was like, they put a roof on it. When I first came by here, they put a roof on it. I was like, fantastic. They only put a roof on the front of the house. So the back of the house was still leaking and still had lots of problems with it. So we ended up having to, take that back from them. Then we have to go through the whole process of taking it back from them while I'm getting city fines. I can't start fixing on the property. So I come over here, board it up, she unboards it. She goes, I live here. So anyway, long story, 60 days later, several $1,000s in fines. I don't even remember, I want to say $3,000, maybe $4,000, $5,000 in fines. Later, I get her out. So anyway, painted it, did a nice job on it, and one of my guys actually said, hey, I want to buy a house. He's like, when I'm old, I want a place I can lay my head. Perfect. I rent-to-owned it to him, and he could not get over the interest. I don't exactly know what his problem was. Anyway, he ended up giving it back in the exact same condition. I gave him all the materials so he could finish up the property, and he never touched it. So that was my second experience. Had to take it back from him. Fortunately, didn't have to go to court or do anything on that. Third experience, so I finished fixing up, did a rental on it. The tenants left. They just left in the middle of the night. Didn't tell us, left the water on, left the water running in the middle of winter. So we ended up having busted pipes, had to redo this house again. Anyway, so I rent-to-own this house a second time. Wonderful guy came in, bought it as a rental, rented it to his sister. His sister moved out on him. We got it back again, remodeled it again. When I say remodel, paint, carpet, those kind of things, we didn't have to do major work to it. Remodeled it again, did a rent-to-own on it. The guy we rented it. This was one of our rental properties. Got in a fight with his girlfriend. She kicked holes in the walls, blah, 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 blah. She left town, up for rent again. Selling it. All right, so that was a long story of this house. So just to let you know, whenever you're doing, if you guys want to do owner finances or stuff like that, I've done a lot of them. The thing is when you have a dozen eggs, one might get broke. So, most of mine are in really good shape. My thing for people as well, whenever they're asking me, what kind of investment should I get into? Should I get into rent to own? Should I get owner finances? Should I get rentals? All those things are great. My thing is age and what you plan on doing with it. If you are a young person, which unfortunately I did a lot of rent-to-owns as I was younger, and now they're starting to pay off as my career goes on. I've owned this house for 5 to 8 years, something like that. I bought this house for $21,000, which was overpriced at the time. We have it on the market right now for $80,000, so that tells you what's happened over the years in this area. So I always ask my realtor, how many showings do we have? Lots of likes, lots of views, great. How many people that came over here and walked and across the threshold? Then I want to get the feedback from those people. Some people want to start medium, low, whatever, and just dump the property, get rid of it fast. I, on the other hand, want to make that extra money, so I might hang on to a property for 30 to 60 days and deal with people breaking into my abandoned properties and all that great stuff, because on a consistent basis I make about $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more. just depending on the house and area and all that good stuff. So I might let it sit a little bit longer, and then what I do is every Thursday I drop the price. My mindset behind that is most homeowners and most people go look at houses on the weekends, so I want that to get repopulated in the MLS feed every single time they go and look at it. So they're going to see it, they're going to see it, they're going to see it, the realtors are going to see it, and eventually they're going to tell somebody about it and come out and see my property. So just continue to work through the process and just don't get excited. He who gets excited loses money. Okay, and so when you're selling houses, it's a long-term game. This is called speculation. This actually isn't investing when you do flipping of houses. It's not investing. Investing is buy, hold, in lending out money, things of that nature. When you buy, fix, and flip, you're speculating, and you're 100% speculating on somebody wants to buy that property, speculating on the price, and you're speculating on the market to still be there by the time you finish it. And at one point in time, I had, I think, $1.something million worth of real estate that needed to be sold, and nobody was buying at that point in time. And literally my showings, once again, I would go by showings. I was getting 3 to 8 showings a week, and it went from 3 to 8 showings a week to literally, I think I was getting 1. And couldn't figure out what was going on. We kept dropping the price. Usually we're having, at that point in time, I was trying to flip like 40 houses in a year. So we were pretty much consistently having a closing about every 3 weeks. And all of a sudden we went 6-8 weeks without a closing, and nothing was pending. And things just started backing up. So that was speculating, 100% speculating. I speculated on the market to continue to go up. I speculated on my contractors to keep going, and I speculated on materials to keep going on. So you always got to keep that in mind whenever you're speculating on these things and doing flips, because it can go south pretty quick.